Hey, what's up YouTube? Stacking and Packing here with another $2 half dollar hunt. We have 2 boxes of NF String and Sun rolls in front of us, so $1,000 in half dollars to go through. So let's go ahead and get into what we've got. We're going to start off with box number 1, where we're going to have 6 slightly heavy rolls. We're going to move on over to box number 2, where we're going to have 2 heavy rolls. We're going to have 5 semi-heavy rolls and 2 slightly heavy rolls, as well as an ender over here. This is just a foreign ender. It's a 50 centavos from the year 2000, and let's see, where is this one from? We've had these before. It looks like Ecuador. So we're just gonna put this one up top. We're not gonna open that one live, but let's get into our first 3 rolls here for box number 1. So when I weighed up these rolls, I kind of figured it might be part 2 of that small collection dump that we found last week. So we got it from one of our banks, and our other bank was supposed to get some coins in for us last week, but I guess they forgot to do the order, which doesn't really happen too often with them because they order for me twice a week. So I went and picked up my half dollars from them today and weighed up the rolls. We got these 2 heavy rolls, so that's what's making me think that it's from that, I guess, little dump. So someone must have brought in some silver or whatever into one of the banks, and these just got rewrapped and turned out to have silver in that last hunt. That was what, 4 or 5 90%ers and a 40%er, and there was a double 90% roll, which was awesome. But anyways, nothing so far in those first 3 rolls, so I'm gonna go ahead, double check those rolls, and then I'll bring you guys in for the first find of box number 1. Okay guys, so we're gonna have our first find. I did check this one out, so it's gonna be a silver. I'm sure you guys can see it right there, 2 off from the edge. So we almost had an ender, and as you guys can tell, it's going to be a 40%er. Let's flip it over. We got a 1967. So we'll go ahead and add this one to the board. We have 8 rolls left in box number 1 before we get into our heavy rolls. So hopefully we can pull out another 40%er before we get into our heavy rolls. Okay guys, so we found 1 silver so far for box number 1. I definitely won't be complaining with that. So let's go ahead and get into our slightly heavy rolls here. First one's weighing up as a 225.7. It looks like we're gonna have a proof if I can just get the rest of this roll off. So right here, let's see what we've got. And it's a proof, it's a beat up proof. 1999 San Francisco. Definitely seen better days. Lots and lots of scratches on this one, but we'll definitely take it out of circulation. And I'm not even going to worry about grabbing that one by the edges just because of how beat up it is. I'm not seeing anything else in this roll here, so let's go ahead and put it to the side. Get into our next one, 225.8. I am going to restart our scale though. And I'm not seeing anything in this roll here. So let's get into our next one. Another 225.7. So originally, when I weighed up these rolls, they were all 225.8 or 225.9. And I usually don't include 225.7 rolls. I only do if we don't have many heavy rolls in our box, just so you guys can see some rolls opened up live. So I don't know why. Maybe it's just our scale. We've had this one for a while now, and it gets a little funky sometimes, and it doesn't want to weigh up properly. So wow, that's a nice bicentennial, but nothing special as I'm dropping some coins there. And I think that's what happens too sometimes. If you drop things on it or place it a little bit too hard on the scale, it kind of throws it off a little bit. So I try to be very gentle with the scale. And I should go over what we're looking for. As always, we're looking for silver. That's going to be 90 and 40%. We're looking for proofs, we're looking for commemoratives, we're looking for errors, and we're looking for that 1987 non-tender for circulation half dollar. So far we have a proof and a 40%er. So let's see if we can grab anything out of this last heavy roll for box number 1, and I'm not seeing anything here. So let's go ahead and get into our first 3 rolls for box number 2. And I'm not seeing anything in roll 1 of box 2. So let's get into roll 2. I know a lot of people have been doing half dollars recently and just been like struggling with them, getting a lot of the newer coins, which our last hunt, or 2 hunts ago maybe, we got a bunch of newer coins, but it wasn't like full rolls of them. But there was, I would say, probably 5 to 7 newer coins in each of some of the rolls. Not all of them, but some of them. So nothing in this roll. So I'm going to go ahead, double check these rolls, make sure we didn't miss anything, and I'll bring you guys in for our first find from box number 2. Okay, guys, so far no finds for box number 2. We're going to start with our heavy rolls. I opened up that one ender roll that I showed you guys at the beginning with the foreign coin in it, and it would just had that foreign coin in it, nothing else. And it looks like we're not going to have anything in roll 1. So let's get into roll 2, and then we'll have our semis and our heavy rolls. Not seeing anything in this one. 225.9. So like I said earlier, our rolls did weigh a little bit more. I don't know why that happens. I think it's just from having the scale for a while. So we got a 226.1. So let's see if we've got anything. And I'm not seeing anything here. 226.1 is really where we start seeing our 40%ers in those rolls. 226 for the next one. Nothing in this roll that's sticking out to me. Let's get into the next one. 226.1. Nothing there. Our last semi-heavy, 226.2. It was a 226.3 earlier. And I don't see anything that's really standing out here. So let's get into our heavy rolls. We're going to start with our first heavy roll, 227.1. So let's see what we've got. Hopefully we got a 90%er in here. And I'm seeing one right there. So let's go ahead and pull it out and see what we've got. It looks like it's going to be a 1964. No mint mark there that I see. Actually, there is a mint mark. We've got a mint mark right there, Denver mint mark. So it's going to be a 1964. That is awesome. And I'm pretty sure this is our first 1964 Denver for the year. As you guys know, we don't find too many of those 1964 Denvers too often. Next is a 227 on the dot with some garbage wrapped up on that coin. I don't know what it is, like a piece of, I don't know, tape or something like that. So let's get into this roll. And it looks like we're going to have one right there. And I'm going to say this is going to be a Benji, just by the way it looks. And it's not. It's going to be another Denver minted 1964. I see that mint mark right there. Let's flip it over. 1964, so 2 in 1 hunt. That is awesome. We don't find these too often, so that's really, really cool that we actually found 2 in a hunt. So 2 1964s, a 40%er, and a proof. I'm going to go ahead, double check these rolls, make sure we didn't miss anything, and I'll bring you guys in for the wrap up. Okay guys, so we didn't miss anything in any of those rolls, so let's go ahead and get into our wrap up. We're going to start with our oldest coins first, and since they're both the same coin, we'll go ahead and show them together. 2 1964 Denvers, and as you guys know from watching the channel, we don't find these 1964 Denver minted halves too often. It's usually a 1964 Philly, so I thought that was pretty cool. Both of our 90%ers were from Denver, so let's go ahead and put those down and take a look at our 40%er. This was from box number 1. We scored a 40%er, which is always nice to find a 40%er in a regular weighted roll. And then we also found this 1999 San Francisco proof that has seen better days. This one is scratched up and beat up, but we'll definitely take this one out of circulation. So let's go ahead and add our silver to the silver jar for the month of March. Definitely a great start for the month of March here. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below, as well as leave a comment and subscribe if you guys are new around here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on our next hunt.